Hey guys, Nick Ogilvy here with Lux Blades Turf, and today we're going to talk about golf greens and why you have to build a golf green the way you do. So, a lot of people will skimp on the base when doing a golf green, and you can't do that. You cannot skimp on the base or the infill. But right now we're talking about the base. So, we do it, and it depends how thick the base material is going to be. So you'll see here in some of these videos, pictures, you'll see the base that we had to bring in 15, 16, in some cases, 3 feet of base. When you're doing that, you got to do it in lifts. And we do it in about a 2-inch lift. We'll put in 2 inches of aggregate, compact, 2 inches of aggregate and compact, and keep doing that over and over and over until we get our desired area where we want. If we're building some with a false front and stuff like that, we want it to feed a certain way, obviously, you'd have to add more. So our good base layer that we go with is a 3/4 inch crushed rock for a good drainage rock. And we're going to start layering that bad boy and getting it good and compacted. And that's going to be fantastic for that way it helps with erosion and stuff like that. Then the top layer is going to be a 3/8 minus crushed rock. And that, what we're going to do is use it for compaction, doing some of the undulations of the golf green and what have you, and really get that final base layer with that 3/8 minus crushed rock. And you got to have it crushed because crushed is what's going to help lock the base in place and create a good symmetrical surface. So I built this golf course in River Falls over 12 years ago, and let me tell you, it still looks good today. Obviously, we'll be updating it in the near future. Uh, Really, mainly the tee line areas, a couple greens. They want to do a little bit different, and then adding some fringe and stuff like that. But all in all, with no maintenance done to this golf course, it looks really good. So every year I go out here and replace the flags on the golf greens, or if I'm not there to do it, I send him out there to Tolle and he gets it done because they have a big golf tournament for Father's Day weekend in June, and there's a huge turnout for that. I mean, this course does get a lot of play. So we did artificial turf tee boxes, fringe, and the golf greens, and then everything in between is a very easily low maintenance buffalo grass, just to keep the maintenance and cost down, because it is for just this neighborhood, this development called River Falls outside of Amarillo. So I also did the driving range, and I want to bring the driving range on here and kind of tell you. So the driving range, as you can see, has got a lot of use over the 12 years, and it's really cool feature. It's, you go out there and you pick your own balls, obviously, and he has a ranger out there with a ball picker on it. You go out there, you pick up all the golf balls, and then you go out there and you can hit them. So it's a really cool setup, really cool system. I like it a lot. We use the a tee line. It's 120 ounces, and you can stick an actual tee in it. The only thing that I would have done different on this is in front and behind, really put some kind of like a rock or something like that versus the dirt, because the dirt gets into the tee line material. It just gets nasty. But I mean, all in all, it looks really good, and it's gotten the use and abuse, and this turf just keeps on going and going and going. So that's pretty cool. And then so the next thing I want to do is take you to the longest hole on the golf course. And we're going to do a little ride along. I shot the video and kind of talked about it in the on the video about where you need to place the golf ball and stuff like that, because it is always windy out there at River Falls. If you don't know much about Amarillo, Texas, it's always windy. So you've always got to play the wind. And in this video, you'll see what I'm talking about. Into the hole. This hole here is the longest on the course, 216, and I'll kind of show it to you. That way you can see. It's pretty cool. The wind is always blowing, right? So I always hit the shot on the right-hand side of the green. So then that way it falls down into the hole. It's kind of a tricky shot, but it's really a fun golf green. I can't remember how many tons of base material that we had to bring in and compact, but it was a lot. And this one's about 3 to 4 feet that we had to lift the base material. Obviously, because you can see how the slope was. Now, if you can see, you want to aim about 6 feet right of this tree that's straight ahead of me. And what happens if you land it right in that dead area before the golf green on that right-hand side, it will actually feed into the golf green. Here, so we brought it up, and yeah, so it's really a fun hole. Okay, as you can see, all this water comes off of this hill and through the golf green and over the other side, and it's still okay. It still plays. It's very fast, but it plays well. So I had to just show you that hole, 216 yards, and really you just want to aim it on the right hand side and let it kind of fall into the hole. So let's add this next one here and show you. So this here is obviously what I was talking about. Every year I go in there and replace these golf flags, or give it to Tole and he replaces them. And as you can see, the fringe looks halfway decent, and so does the golf green. I mean, the golf green plays really well. In every golf green, there's a front, middle, and back location. And if you can look at the right side of this video, you'll see a hint of it, but there's a golf cover that covers, or a golf hole cover that covers the golf holes. And so whenever they're playing the middle or something like that, then obviously, they'll just move the hole covers around. There's 2 on every hole. So, I mean, this is a year, and it has wiped out these flags. So next is one of my favorite holes, and it's their signature hole, and it goes over a portion of the Paladero Canyon. And River Falls is kind of the start of the Paladero Canyon on the north rim, and it's really neat, and it's unique. And when we built it out there, he had elk out there, all sorts of. There was deer that would be running across the golf greens and everything else. So the golf greens have taken quite a beating. Not to mention hailstorms, big thunderstorms, tornadoes, etc. The golf course has taken a beating, and it still looks good. This is the signature hole, though, and it's very, very neat. So as you can see, I had to take the volume down because it's super, super windy. So this is their signature hole. It goes right over that canyon, and it's just very, very unique. I like the hole, and I like how we did the River Falls brand in it. So as you can see, there's the River Falls brand, and I'll show you a close-up picture here, and that's the clubhouse they built afterwards behind it as well. So you can take your own, a Ranger, a side-by-side, whatever, along there, or a golf cart. They've got a golf cart path, or a cart path, walking path, etc., all the way around this golf course. So it's super neat. And then one thing that was that this last storm, it it peeled up two of the T line areas. And if you can see this, look at the base work. That's the base work after 12 years. It's super, super stable. And it's amazing. So, there's not going to be much uh, base maintenance due, just a little bit of leveling off whenever we come in there and replace some of the greens, fringe, and tee boxes. And that's another thing. If you hire the correct company to do, and I apologize, my cows are going crazy because it's their feeding time. But so if you hear the moo in the background, that's what it is. But the base itself, when you hire a professional company and they do the base correctly, we're going to be a little bit more expensive, but we're going to do the base the correct way. Now that's going to save you money and time in the long run, because when you're going to replace your artificial turf, like commercial areas like this and stuff, every 10 to 15 years, you're going to want to replace your artificial turf. If it's getting used quite a bit, I mean, it needs to be replaced then. So landscape turf, I mean, I've had turf that's been out there for 20 years and it still looks good, and it could probably last another 20 years. Like, no kidding. But the golf green area of this, so when we come in, we take up everything. Now we're going to take our laser out there. We're going to grade it. We might actually add a little bit of undulation to play it a little different, so that way it's not the same course. Might even add some bunkers in there. I don't know. But we're going to make it fun, and we're going to be able to do that because we can get paid for that, and actually it's not going to cost the HOA very much money because they're saving money on the base material that's already been purchased and it's been done. So it's really neat. Golf's a passion of mine, and that's one of the reasons I got into artificial turf was because of golf. And now I get to share this with other people doing it the correct way. So if you need a golf green and you want it done the correct way, give us a holler. Get a hold of Lux Blades. We truly are the professionals in the golf green areas, and we look forward to helping you. And just let me know if there's any questions at all. Look forward to your comments below. Please share this out, like, subscribe. Thank you.